Okay, very better. Okay, that's fine. So I was talking about the 3 different robots. I said I want to start differently today. I will talk about the robots before I talk about the company behind the robot. And then I will then talk about the business. Okay. Someone is asking what's the validity of each subscription. Once you pay, you have paid. There's no renewal. There's no monthly renewal. There's no annual renewal. It's a once and for all payment. And at this juncture, people like to ask me, okay, so how does the company make profit? The company is so confident of the robot they have created that it can make money for you, that they chose to only take a fee once and for all. The other way they make money is when they trade for you, whatever is made for, because the trading happens between Monday to Friday. On Saturday, there's an accounting of all the profit that is made, and the company takes 20% of profit earned, and then you take 80%, and you will see that they'll transfer it to you. It's an automatic process. So that is how this works. So for the Genius bot, that's what we always recommend for a number of reasons. When there's a chance to make up to 45% per month, why should I settle for 15%? For me, that's more than enough reason to just say, look, let me take the bigger one. Number 2, once you have bought the smart bot, you cannot upgrade to Brilliant Bot or Genius Bot. Each of them stands alone. If you've been using the smart bot and you then decide, oh, I have enough money to buy the Genius bot, automatically the smart bot is discontinued. It stops working. And then the Genius bot starts working. There will be no refund of that, your $19 that you initially deposited. So it's important that you know these few things. Now, who is the one that created these robots? Now, that's what I want to tell you about now. A few things you need to know about the Forex market. It's the biggest market in the world. It does over $800 million turnover daily. And it's the actual capitalization of the entire Forex market is in trillions of dollars. Now, for those who do not know, the Forex market is not some stock market somewhere. No, it is the what happens in the transactions between nations, the currencies of countries, and the majority of this money moves through the banking system. That's what happens. So when you take a trade, you either buy one currency and sell the other currency. What you're actually doing is you are saying that, oh, this currency you are buying has the potential of increasing in value in future. So that's why you are buying. It's like predicting what will happen. If you sell one currency to buy another, it means you are saying, oh, this currency you are selling, the value will fall tomorrow. So in future, so you decided to sell it off. So that's how that works. And a few things you need to know: the Forex market is a 24-hour market, runs from Monday to Friday. So well, Monday in Nigeria, but really in the locations where the market starts off, by midnight today, those guys will already be inside Monday. So places like Singapore, that's where the Forex market first opens, you know. So you find that about 11, 12 midnight Nigerian time, on Sunday, the market has already opened. And the brokers, the major players in that space, the bankers, institutional traders, brokers, money makers, these are various names in that industry that we don't want to spend time on. But when you trade, these entities can give you what you call leverage. You can use $10 to place a trade of $100 because they will give you leverage up to 10 times of what you have. Yeah, and in the Forex market, as opposed to the crypto market, you can trade 2 ways. You can either buy and make a profit or sell and make a profit. So you can trade 2 ways, which if you are doing spot trading in crypto, you are unable to do unless you are trading futures. The Forex market is highly liquid. And when you say market is liquid, it means there's a lot of capital flowing in that market. So if you buy an asset in that market, it's very easy to sell it off because there are people who want to buy and there are people who want to sell all the time. So there are a number of ways you can trade Forex. You can do the trading by yourself. You can copy those who are already very experienced in trading. And then you can allow an artificial intelligence software or device to help you trade, which is what we are talking about in the Genius bot and the other bots. Now, the reason why, for me, the major reason why I just like the fact that a robot can trade for me is this: the fact that we are, as human beings, we are emotional people. We are subject to, I can give you the presentation slide. In fact, I think I'll drop it in the chat here so that you can download it while I'm talking. So as human beings, we are subject to fear and greed, which is a very major problem when you trade markets. If you've ever traded markets, you will know that it can be a very high tension business. That is, sometimes you place a trade and you find that suddenly the market is going against you. Please check the chat section. I have dropped the presentation slide. For those who want it, you can download it from there. So you find that sometimes when you are trading, market goes against you, you panic. You quickly close the trade. When you now close it, market starts to go in your favor. You're like, oh, I wish I didn't sell it to, see now, I've lost 5% because of fear. Now, with a robot or an artificial intelligence software, there is no such panic. Yeah, it is structured to take profit and to buy and to sell when certain conditions in the market are met. It could be conditions about news, because there are government news. When you hear that the United States releases a certain news item like GDP figures, unemployment rates, and all these things affect the Forex market. The robot is able to track all those news, look at charts, analyze them, and know that, okay, we should place a buy trade or we should place a sell trade. Now, once he places it, he has a target profit. He takes the profit. He doesn't get greedy. Oh, when it reaches 10%, let me wait a little. No, 10%, we close the trade and we walk away. That's the way a robot operates. Okay. Oluwagbenga. He said, I did that a lot, which is true. We all did. I tried my hands on Forex trading in the mid 2000s and I left it. I discovered crypto around 2012, 2013. So, and I've been in crypto since, but I discovered that this robot trades Forex almost flawlessly. And so that's why I decided to venture into it. Another statistic about the robot, this robot, if he places 100 trades, chances are that 97% of those trades will be accurate. It won't lose. We have seen it. In fact, the whole of the month of December, this robot placed, I think, more than 60 trades or 70 trades, and not one of them was a loss. Not one of them was a loss. So it's something to pay attention to. Please, if you guys are in the chat, this gentleman says he's unable to see the slide. If you can see it, please respond to him and let him know how he can see it, because I am seeing it from here. So, so that I can focus on the presentation. So that's that about, then it does, like I said, up to 45% return on your trading capital monthly. The company that created this robot is called Intelligence Prime Capital Limited, registered in Canada. Currently in more than 10 countries, people are using this robot to trade. More than 10 countries. In fact, last week, the company exceeded 20,000 users for this robot, and that's massive, and it's still growing at exponential rates. And I think you are fortunate to be in on this meeting, and you should take advantage, because there's something called early mover advantage. It's good if you are one of the first people to get into an opportunity and you're already taking advantage of it before others come in. So company is registered in Canada, and it is regulated by the Financial Transactions and Reports Analysis Center of Canada. This is something you can go on the internet to verify for yourself. Now, if this company told me that they were licensed in Cyprus, Panama, and a few other countries, I won't do business with them. But for a company to be registered in Canada, licensed in Canada, and also licensed to operate in the US under the FinCEN regulatory oversight, it means that they are serious about doing business, because in those two countries, you don't mess up. You mess up, they hit you. The government comes after you immediately. And so when I saw that, I said, these people, they mean business. Let me take a second look. And it's been just happiness all the way. And earlier on, you heard me say that this is not an investment scheme, and I mean it. Hillary, I've already actually sent the slide to them. I don't know why they can't see it, but let me upload it again. Guys, just a minute. It's uploading again, so please let me know if you see it. So another reason why I said this is not an investment scheme is very simple. This robot uses a very popular software to trade the market. For those of you who have tested your hands on Forex trading, you will know this software that I have before you, MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4 doesn't belong to Intelligence Prime Capital. It belongs to a company called MetaQuotes. MetaQuotes created this software. It's a very robust software for trading markets. And market brokers use it to sign up their customers so that their customers can gain access to various markets, including the Forex market. So this is the software that the robot uses. The software is built in such a way that it allows what they call expert advisors to be integrated with the software. Expert advisor is their own name for robots. So you can actually build your trading robot. So that's why in my presentations, I always say that trading robots are not new. People have been building robots for over 10 years that I know of. So it's not new. It's just that this one is extremely successful as a trading robot, and it has very impressive statistics. And how you know this is not an investment program also is the fact that when you log into your MetaTrader 4 that the robot is using to trade for you, you will actually see trades that were placed, that at least 3 trades per day. You will see them, you will see the profit they made, you will see the order number, the number for the trade order that was placed. You will see it there. So it's not like somebody is just gathering money every day to tell you they will give you 5%, but you don't see and know what they're doing. You actually see and you will recognize that these people are trading when you log into your MetaTrader 4. Now, that is just what I want to say about the robot and the company. Because today my main focus is on the other side of this software. What I just described for you now, or to you now, is how the robot can trade for you without you doing anything. And that gives you what we call passive income. So that is the passive way of using the robot to trade. However, there's the active way of using the robot to grow your business. And that's what I want to talk to you about now. Now, mind you, I always like to say that even if you are not interested in this second side, the first side of using the robot is highly profitable and you stand to make a lot of money, depending on how much you are trading with. Notice again, I said trading with, not investing. So the other side of this business is if you introduce people to use this robot and they use your referral link to sign up, for most brokers, that is what is called introducing brokerage. You are an introducing broker. If you decide to become an introducing broker for Intelligence Prime Capital, this is what they will reward you with. So let us assume you are user A and you bring your friend who is user B. And he buys the Genius box at $100 or 99.9. The company will give you 10% return out of that money. So in other words, the person pays $99.9 dollars, about 90 or so dollars belongs to the company, and then $9.9 is sent to you. It's an automatic process. There's nothing you need to do about it except to give the person your referral link. It's as simple as that. It's a no-brainer. That's what we call the bot system bonus, the AIA bot system bonus, artificial intelligence analysis bot system bonus. The company gives you that much. Now, there's a second way. There are several ways to actually make money with this thing, and it's just fascinating. There's the second one, which is your sponsorship bonus, which is what you get when user B that you recommended deposits money to start trading with the robot. Now, let's say he deposits $1,000. The company will again give you 10% of that $1,000, which is $100. That's what we call the sponsorship bonus. Then thirdly, there's the management bonus, which you gain or the company gives to you when the person you refer to them the company has been trading for the person, and when they want to share profit to the person, they also reward you from what they have gained from that relationship. And if you recommended somebody like that user B, who is your direct referral, the company will pay you 30% on profit earned, their own share of the profit earned. Now, if Mr. B or user B recommends user C, who is his friend, the company will pay you yourself 20% of profit earned from that relationship. And that's how it goes down up to level 20 or 20 steps or 20 people below you. So this is what we call the management bonus. And ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I will tell you that, look, like I said before, if all you want to do is let the robot trade for you, fantastic. But like I always say, if there's an opportunity to make money from somewhere legitimately, I will not be the last person to get there. I will be the first person to get there because we all need money. So these three opportunities are available to you for income generation for yourself if you sign up and you decide to do this referral for the company. I hear when people say they don't know how to do marketing, and I don't like using that word marketing for this thing. Yes, it's a type of marketing, but it's actually not marketing. You are just giving a testimony. Let me give you an example. If I go to see a doctor, maybe my leg is hurting me, and I go see a doctor. I've been to like 4 or 5 different doctors, but the number 6 doctor, man, the day I got there, I knew I had met a doctor. Within 5 hours, my leg was better. The next day, I could run, you know. And I know that this doctor is good. He's good. And then one day, I meet a friend, maybe a week later, a friend of mine has the same problem that I had before. What will I do? I will recommend that doctor to him. It's just as saying that's the way we live. That's the way we live. I don't say, I don't know if I tell him about this doctor now, whether he will think I'm a crazy person, or you don't reason like that because you know that what you are trying to give him will solve this his problem. Now bring that scenario to bear on this thing I'm presenting to you. Many of us that started using this robot to trade, in a week, depending on how much you put in, some people get as much as $100. Now, let me tell you what $100 is so that you will understand. Because you know, when we say 100, it looks small. What is the minimum wage in Nigeria today that even many states are refusing to pay or are unable to pay? It's 30,000 naira. And that one that they do strike up and down, they fight, NLC go quarrel with government go quarrel with NLC, 30,000. $100 is more than 56,000 naira as we speak. This robot can make that for you within 1 week, 5 days of trading, depending on the amount you are using to trade. You see that? So the potentials are huge. If I'm making $100 per week minimum, I know people that make far more than that. If I tell you figures, you would think that, you know, I know people that are making like $800 a week, 1,000, 1,500. You know, let us stop there. The one you'll be able to accommodate mentally, you see. And you are making this kind of money. Meanwhile, your friend is telling you that, now, wow, dollar don't high, everything is expensive. Even now, government wants to increase the price of fuel. Only God knows how we'll survive. You know that you are making money. Just like you went to meet that doctor and your leg was okay. If you are a good human being, what should you do? You should tell your friend that, oh boy, I understand though, but you know, me now, I earn in dollar. So it has helped me a lot in the midst of this economic pressure we're all facing as Nigerians. Why don't you try it out? Then you leave him. It's not marketing. You have told him, this thing helped me. If you want it to help you, try it out. Or come for our Zoom meeting so that you know more about it. Is that not being a good neighbor? Okay, so what is the big deal about that now? Why should we say use one special big grammar, marketing? You are referring somebody to something that you know works. It's as simple as that. And that, in fact, the bottom line in marketing, that is where it is. Providing value to somebody who needs that value. It's as simple as that. You don't need, if the person decides that he doesn't need that value, you move on. You move on. I don't know if anybody here is a Jehovah's Witness, but I always like to use them as examples when I talk about tenacity. Jehovah's Witness come to your house, they preach to you. If you are willing to be preached to, if you say you don't want preaching, they say no problem. What of our week? Will you take our week? You say you don't want our week, they say okay, no problem. Have a nice Saturday. Next week Saturday, they knock on your door again. Good morning, sir. And they are smiling. Good morning, sir. The reason is because the message they carry to bring to you, they believe that that message will help your life. That's why they are doing it. They are not just there to disturb you. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I have nothing against them. I'm just using that, that model as an example of courage to try to help people because they believe they are trying to help you. That's why they will, instead of resting on Saturday, they are on the road trying to help people. That's their own belief. So you have a friend who is in this January now, he doesn't know where school fees will come from. He's worried. And you are making money from the neighborly thing to do is to tell your friend, guy, there's this place I make like $150 from every week. Do you want to try it out? If he says no, you have done your best as a friend. Now you leave him. The next person you see, tell him. So it's that simple. So it's about a watchtower. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that is that's that about the referral side of it. And you want to try out too, but if you are here today, you haven't signed up, The business is not more complex than what I just explained to you. It's just that simple. If you have questions at this point, I would like to entertain questions or contribute. Please, you can. Somebody's microphone is on. Let me mute his microphone. Okay. Now you guys will give me 1 or 2 minutes. If you have questions, you can drop it in the chat. NEPA has done what they normally like to do, so I need to go and become my own NEPA for myself. Give me a minute. Oh. Yeah, I'm back. I just started my own NEPA company now. So please, if you have questions, let's have them. If you have a contribution, let's have them. Femi Ogunjimi, you have a question. Please go ahead. Mr. Femi, please go ahead. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Very fine. Okay, I actually posted the question, but let me just, I joined in between the session. I don't know much of, or I don't know anything about this thing you are discussing. So, but in as much as it's about making money, that's the main thing. So, what's the financial implication involved, like the levels of amount involved, and also what's the risk involved also?
Okay, sir. Did you join us from the beginning?
I joined around past 8.
Okay. The first thing I started with was this slide.
Okay. I think I made it.
So this
slide.
is, huh?
I made this slide, but I didn't get the whole thing.
Okay. So this is the cost.
So this 19.9 is the minimum.
There is the smart bot, there's the brilliant bot, and the genius bot. Now, the smart bot is $20, brilliant bot is $40, and the genius bot is $100. But we always recommend the genius bot because of this return on trading capital of 45%. This one averages 30, this one averages 15. See the number of trades per day, 1 to 2 trades. This one is 1 to 3 trades. Then this one is 1 to 4 trades. So for me, if they share meat inside the plates, I like to select the bigger meat too, not the smallest one. That's me. So that is that. Risk. Well, the risk is the normal risk that is attendant to the Forex market. There's nothing more than that, because when you trade Forex, like they always put a disclaimer, it comes with risk of losing your money if you do not do proper capital portfolio management. In other words, you do not expose too much of your money to a singular trade. And that's where in Forex trading, you have what is called lot sizes. Relative to your total capital, there's a certain amount of money you should be using to trade that will not totally wipe out your trade, your entire capital. That's one. 2 is the opportunity to put a stop loss on your trade, such that if a trade is going against you, you can set it at, oh, I don't want to lose more than 10-15% of this trade. If it goes up to 15%, the system should automatically close your trade and take you out of the market. So that is the risk when you trade Forex. So Mr. Femi, I hope I've answered your
Yes,
question.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Mr. Godfrey, maybe you didn't join me when I was talking about it. I said that you can decide. There are two sides to using this robot. There's the passive method where the robot trades for you. You have no business with referring anybody and you are making your money. There is the additional side where if you refer somebody, you make extra money from the company. I made that very clear from the very beginning. So it's not compulsory that you must refer people. But like I say, for me, if there's an opportunity to make money, I don't like to be the one who is not making money. So I hope that answers that question. So any more questions? This is 8:46. I'll be very glad to answer questions if you have more, or if you have contributions that are relevant to the discussion, please, let's share.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you guys still hear me? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
I hear you.
Okay. And somebody was talking before. Okay. Okay, Bulo. Okay. So what's the specific difference between the three AI bots? Please, because I see a different amount for each one. Okay, Oluwatobi, let me show you the difference, even though I had already talked about it, but since you are asking, let me show you. Please look at the screen before you. One is $19.9, the other one is $39.9, the other one is $99.9. And I said that the smart bot only does up to 15% per month. The brilliant bot does up to 30% per month. Then the genius bot does up to 45% per month. Minimum deposit for each of them is $100. That's the amount you will use to trade, apart from this $99.9. So you subscribe to the robot with $99.9 and it's a one-off fee. There's no renewal, once you've paid forever. Then you have to now have at least $100. That's, you can decide to have 1,000, you can decide to have 10,000, but the minimum they can take from you is 100. The maximum deposit for SmartBot is 300. The maximum for Brilliant Bot is 1,000. Then the Genius Bot has no limit. And I also said that once you have bought the Smart Bot, you have bought it to, since there is no renewal, you have bought it, you cannot upgrade to the Brilliant Bot, you cannot upgrade to the Genius Bot. So if you eventually decide, okay, I prefer the Genius Bot, you have to buy it afresh. And this, once you've bought the Genius Bot, the Smart Bot will stop operating and there's no refund of that deposit because you bought it. It's a once in a lifetime payment. Yes, please. So I trust that has answered your question, Mr. Oluwatobi.
Thank you very much, sir. It does.
Okay, sir. Oluwafemi. Okay, if I register today, when do I start earning and when is money withdrawable? Okay, it's not earning. When will the robot start trading for you? And like I said, the market opens midnight Nigerian time on Sunday. But usually between that time and early in the morning, tomorrow morning, the robot would have completed the 3 trades. You actually see them in your MetaTrader 4 history. And when is money withdrawable? Well, withdrawals are available to be made every weekend by Saturday. When the robot is not trading, Saturday and Sunday, you can make withdrawals. Then, but if you refer somebody and you earned money from that referral, it is withdrawable at any time of your choice. And then you can also decide to reinvest, add that money to your capital to continue using it to trade. Okay, so, okay, fine. Ufoma has already answered it. So it's trades from Monday to Friday. So you start earning from tomorrow. The robot you start making profits from tomorrow. I don't like using that word earn. You trade the market for you and you make profits, or you make a loss, as the case may be. But we have seen more profit than loss. In fact, throughout December, we didn't see any single loss at all. Yeah, so you'll be seeing your daily profits. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much, Ufoma. Yeah, Sheyi Oguntoye, please go ahead. You have a question?
All right, thank you. All right, so earlier, if I heard you correctly, you said that while trading, one can tweak to fit to our, let's say, our risk appetite, such that you could say that if there is a loss of a certain threshold, let's say 15%, the system should stop trading. So is that possible with the bot system?
Yeah, the robots, you see, the interesting thing is that you don't even get involved in the trading by the robot. It just does its trading by itself, and then you see the profits. I'm assuming, and we're not even assuming, for the level of performance that we have seen from the robot, I am very confident that they use all necessary risk management tools to ensure that they minimize loss in the eventuality of such occurring. So you can be sure that the robot is using stop losses to trade. If you look at the lot size it uses relative to the capital each person has, you see that it's very small. It's using, in Forex, that's what they call a micro account lot size. Even if you have $50,000, it doesn't use excessive lot size to trade. It just uses very small lot sizes to trade compared to how much capital you have. So I hope I've answered your question, Mr. Shea.
All right, so you mean that there's no way at all in which we can maybe just try to see if we
Can you say that
manually
again, sir?
Hello? So I said that is it possible to also trade manually, even though we have the bot system trading?
No, if you look at the screen in front of you, sir, you will see that it says auto trading. Auto trading means you cannot get involved in the trade. The robot does the trading without recourse to you. So you cannot use it to trade manually, sir.
All right, thank you.
I hope that answers your question, sir.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, thank you. So Femi, yeah, you got this slide. I already sent the slides here. I don't know why you don't have it. So if you are in the, yes, we record this meeting. We have many past recorded ones. You can send out to you if you need them. And whichever group you are in, the leader of that group will be sending the recording and the slides to you. Isaac, if I want to subscribe to the Genius, but I need an amount of less or greater or equal to 200 to start. You are very correct, sir. So, okay, fine. Somebody has already answered you. Okay. Any other question? Okay, Bulu Kosin. Yes, please go ahead, Bulu.
Yes, I wanted to find out. You said that this whole thing has regulators. So I was going to find out if somehow with the super success train of this robot system of trading, whether the regulators may someday be annoyed and say, you people are succeeding too much. So they look for a way to like stop this string of successes. What is your response to that, sir? Because that's the kind of thing that really actually eventually ends this kind of things, as we know.
Well, I'm not aware, unless it's a banana republic, the way the Western democracies function, which I am sure you know, sir, is that they encourage private entities to excel. They don't say, as long as making profit, first of all, is not an illegal thing. They're not stealing the profits. It's a proper trade that was, it's like if you are a stockbroking firm in Canada now, and you trade the whole year round and you don't make a single loss, you make good profit for your investors, or you're a hedge fund on Wall Street, and then the United States government suddenly says you're making too much profit, so we're going to shut you down. I do not think that's how this Western democracy functions. If you tell me that happened in North Korea, I will not doubt it. If you tell me it happened in China, well, I would say yes, it's possible, because China, you know how the structure of the Chinese government is. Well, not Canada, not the US, you know, unless it is now proven that, okay, oh, these guys, they were gaming the market, and they will have proof. They will do the investigation. And even at that, when government wants to do that kind of thing, their primary focus is the safety of depositors' funds. I'm aware that there was a crypto exchange in 2013 in Japan, Mt. Gox. Mt. Gox was hacked for, I think, about $6 million then, which was a lot of money, because crypto was very young. And the government had to step in, arrested everybody, investigated to find out if there was insider involvement. And just this year, the final results came out that there was no insider involvement. It was a genuine hack. And then the government said, okay, all those who had money in Mt. Gox, we are going to start paying you from this year. I'm sorry, this 2021 that just passed. And they have been paying. Because what they did that time was to seize all the company's servers, make sure the monies were safe. And can you imagine if in 2013, you had even only 10 Bitcoin at that time? Today, they'll be paying you $60,000 or $50,000 times like that, because $50,000 times 10 is what you will therefore be getting. Or they give you your 10 Bitcoins, which is actually about $500,000. So many times, all these countries, even if they have to shut down a company that is in custody of public funds, the first focus is the safety of the funds that the public has there. So that's an aside. In the eventuality that, okay, yes, they say you are making too much profit, will shut you down. But I do not believe that these two governments that we're talking about will be shutting down a business entity because they are making too much profit. That's counter, it's against the tenets of democracy. So I hope I have answered your question.
Yes, although I had some network glitches, but I think the side that came clear to me was quite sufficient.
Okay.
I intend to, because I lost out in most parts of the answer, I intend to maybe get across to you so that you can maybe give the details. I didn't hear much, but the side that got across to me was quite okay. Maybe I don't need to drag the entire class back.
Okay,
thank you very much.
Okay, sir. So I'd like to know when this bot was created and how long you've been trading with it. Thanks. Well, I've been trading over a month with it. My younger brother has been trading over 2 months with it. I think the bot is about 3 months old. The company is much older, I think. So I hope that answers the question. Yeah, naturally, they are regulated, so they must pay tax. If you don't pay tax, they can't function. Okay. Anya who says these guys are not the Nigerian government waiting to impoverish the people. Absolutely, that's correct. All right. Let's say I start with a trading capital of 100. Can I later add to the trading capital? Yes, sir, you can. Isaac, you can always increase your trading capital at any time. Yes. Okay, I do not see any more questions. And this is exactly 9 o'clock. I should be clapping for myself because we've done this within 1 hour. So, all right. Thanks so much for the contributions, the questions, and the time we have spent. For those who need the recording, we'll be dropping them through the various group coordinators. Be on the lookout for them. Once we finish this meeting, it usually takes like an hour for the recording to convert to MP4. Then we put it on G Drive and send it out. For the presentation, you can contact the coordinator of your group. If they don't have it, they will always reach me and I send it to them. But I know that every group has this presentation. We even have the Portuguese version. We have the French version. So it's plenty and we want people to have it. So that's that about the slides. Thank you so much, guys. If there are no further questions, I would like to close the meeting now. So, all right, guys, good night. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very, very much.
Yeah.